Hello everyone and welcome to the Iron Warrior Cosplay Q&A with me, Iron Warrior Cosplay, where we aren't live until we're live. How are we all doing today? How are we? My wonderful guest tonight is the fantastic Weetobuilds. James, my dude, how has lockdown been treating you?
Hello, I'm good. I'm surprisingly good. Yeah, lockdown isn't too bad. I'm working from home. This is my office.
The office, I like that,
Yeah,
I like that.
compact, but it works for me.
I like that. I like that. Thank you again to everyone in chat. Welcome, welcome. We have had a Necron, and that's fine. Harry has hammered the hell out of the Necron, and that is absolutely awesome. There are plenty of you in chat. We've also had our first hydrate of the night from Barry the Cactus. Thank you so much.
Yes, Barry?
Ah, absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely. So, for those of you who don't know, the wonderful Weetobuilds here is a space marine, just like me, and just like many of us. There's so many of us who are space marines. It is absolutely insane. You are. What chapter are you specifically?
I am a Blood Angels Death Company Marine. So,
Blood Angels Death Company Marine. I like that. I'm liking that because I remember seeing your build and how insanely clean it is. For those of you who haven't seen, you guys should check out Facebook and Instagram. Harry has linked them in the chat there. You guys should absolutely check out how clean his suit is. It is insanely clean. It is obviously clean because you are a loyalist, obviously.
of course, yeah.
But you know, obviously.
Violent armor.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. With that chapter and everything that you've done, you have built many quite awesome props to go with, and I thought before we did the questions, we could start having a look at some of your amazing props that you've brought along with you. I was thinking of starting off with the bolter, if you're
Start with
so.
the bolter, right? This was the first thing I built after. Well, starting with the helmet. It's one of those things. You see all the lovely space marines online. Think, oh, I'd love one of those, but I don't have the time. I reckon I could probably get away with making a helmet. So I made a helmet. Okay. I'm going to need a bolter to go with that helmet now, aren't I? So
You're gonna need help.
I made a bolter,
Oh, look at that!
and it
It's so chunky. You can't even fit it on the frame. I love how chunky it is.
you got to because it's. I'm trying to make everything full size. So this is a marine size bolter, and yeah, it's a bit of a beast now. But yeah, it's all foam. It's
It
nothing
is.
crack if you drop this, which I have done a few times.
It is chunky. Is that solid foam?
There's like a little wooden handle going up there and a wooden bit going across there. Apart from that, it's all foam. Apart from a bit of an old Halloween electronics gizmo. I went to a bargain shop for £5, bought a cheap Halloween strobe. So
That looks so cool. That's so cool. It actually fires. I love that. Nate the Chill Valhalla, that bolter is thick.
yeah, it weighs nothing. It's great. It's all foam. It's not like the some of the heavier props I got, which are 3D printed.
Oh yeah, because you have got some very cool. Well, I mean, that's your bolt. I mean, speaking of 3D printed, you have got a plasma pistol as well, haven't you?
You have a plasma pistol. Hang on, let me.
Oh my god! Wait until you guys see this plasma pistol. Holy Christ! Wait until they see this plasma pistol. Oh my god!
Just gonna load it a minute. Hang on.
Check this out. Wait until you see this. Wait until you see this.
I'll pop the power cord in.
The power coil is going in.
About there. Put that around. There we are.
Look at the beast!
This weighs more than the bolter, I'll tell you that.
Oh, if it's 3D printed, absolutely. If it's 3D printed,
Basically,
absolutely.
I weighed it. It's about 3.5 kilos, not including batteries. But yes, this was 2019's projects. No, 2019, 2020, and I was getting all excited, ready to go to Warhammer Fest. And then COVID. But we have a little trigger at the bottom. It does actually fire.
The firing mechanism, that when you press that's so cool. And I myself, believe it or not, I myself actually have the exact same gun there as Weetobuilds, as he was nice enough to we'll call it a trade, if anything, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was. Yes.
A trade of services, where I laser etched him a detailed chalice with wings for his shin.
That's right. Yeah, from one of my leg bits.
Yeah, laser etched that and put for his shin, and he was kind enough to 3D print me a plasma pistol, which I have here in a box next to me, ready to go. I have got the red LEDs to put in it. I won't have the firing mechanism, but I'm hoping it can just be like plug in, battery in, cap on, and then it'll be glowing red.
I'm assuming it's all finished now, isn't it? Right? You've had it for about a year and a half.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Things have been, it's mostly trying to drill out and figure out how to get the cable and stuff through and how to actually put it all together. It's been a bit of a bugger, but
it was tricky with this one, and this one's 1.5 times normal size.
Yeah, that is. I mean, if I'm right, that's bigger than the one I have, but mine's bigger than the standard one.
Yeah, yours is about 1.15, I think.
Oh, that's pretty decent.
It's bigger than a standard Grunts one, but yeah.
Diabolical props, a trade of services. I see what you are saying. Well, basically, I used my laser and he used his printer, is pretty much how I did. We have a hydrate from Galactic Elephant, by the way.
Oh, thank you, Galactic Elephant. Cheers.
Galactic Elephant, praise be unto him. Praise be unto him. Also, for those of you in chat who may have noticed what has been going on, we are now in widescreen. What do you think? We're in widescreen. Do you guys like this? Because what happened was my girlfriend's brother was willing to sell me his 19-inch widescreen monitor quite cheaply. And he did. He sold me his 19-inch widescreen monitor very cheaply, and I have it here with zoom on it, which makes zoom nice and big on the actual OBS screen, because obviously this monitor I had before was a 14.5-inch, which was tiny, but also a 22-inch widescreen is now my OBS screen, and it is amazing. There's so much room. It's so nice. I'm absolutely loving it. So upgrades. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I thought I would test it out tonight. Thank you, Galactic Elephant. Chat to you soon, my dude. But yeah, I thought we would try this out for tonight. My CPU isn't liking it, and I'm not sure why, but we'll figure that out for another time. The stream's not crashing right now, so we're all gravy. Now, speaking of props as well, there is one on behind you there, which I think chat is probably going to lose their shit if they see it. Yeah. So, do you want to?
Let's dig it out, shall we? This is my little power sword.
It's so cool. Just you wait. It's insane. Look how cool that power sword is, right? You guys are probably thinking.
Big it is. Seriously, this is.
It's pretty sick. How heavy is it, by the way?
Too heavy.
Too heavy.
I don't know. There's quite a lot of PLA in there, and there's 2 solid metal rods going up the middle to stop it from snapping in half.
But before you do the magic that is your power sword, would you shut your blind a little bit more to get a bit less light in from the outside? Okay. Now then, are you guys ready for this? This is insane. Okay, go for it. This is
magic wire.
This is so good. This is so good. I can't get enough of how cool this fucking thing is.
The way around.
You'll never plug a USB in the right way ever. There it is. God, it's so cool. It's so pretty. Look at it. Guys, I mean, come on, look at it. It's insane. This is why I wanted to start off with his props, because his props are just next level. It is madness. Shrivel saying, "Damn boy!" Remember, guys, if you have any questions, please throw them up in the chat. And they will come up here on my phone from my wonderful mods, and we will ask the wonderful Weetobuilds. Also, yeah, Ranger of Krieg has posted a full pic of the power sword. Thank you so much, my dude. That's really awesome. In terms of weight, how much do you think it would weigh? Or have you already weighed it?
Let's compare against this one. This was, I would say it's about 5 kilos.
5 kilo. That's a 5 kilo
Yeah.
power sword. That's madness. That is
I
madness.
mean, it's okay to wield with one hand, but you can feel it on twist. Yeah.
That's madness.
I
But
managed
then
to
you
happily
do
walk
have
around with it.
multiple options on that, don't you?
I do have a button. You press the button.
Press the button. Here we go. Press the
The
button.
button is slightly dodgy. Sometimes it works, sometimes it skips a bit, but let's see. Oh, it
Ah.
skipped a couple. We have the red lightsaber flashing mode. I'm not just going to come up very well on.
That's when
on this.
you're angry.
What have we got here?
Power
Oh,
sword go brr.
I'm gonna have to go through these a few times to.
Oh,
Sometimes you press it.
check it out. VRF lad says Weeto always likes to wave his big things around.
Oh yeah, that would be my friend I've known for about 35 years. That's Plaid. He's got his own channel doing VR stuff.
Oh, that's awesome. Also, I love that Necron Poker go zap zap.
Now let's find a. Oh, there we go. That's the fun one.
Oh, I love this. But that is such a kick-ass sword. Like the LEDs inside it and the way you've made it, the way it crackles, and it's
so damn long. We got the design. We did make this design. We found it online. It's only made for free, and it's a fantastic design. But I've got a friend of mine who's good with his 3D modeling, and he managed to get it. So we got some little channels up inside here, some of which I had to drill out as well. But yeah, we managed to thread some long, thin LED strips at the side, and the rest we know.
Ranger Krieg is asking, we need party mode. There's party mode.
Party mode.
Party mode.
Rainbow.
I love that. Rainbow mode. Rainbow mode. I love that. So I thought we would start off by just going through his amazing props, like at the beginning, before we jumped into like the questions and stuff, which we do have. We do have the questions, as you guys know. We do have the questions. Questions are here, but in terms of like the amazing quality of your props, it is just the first pride-friendly power sword. Yes, indeed.
Absolutely.
Pride power sword. I love that. But honestly, it is such an amazing build. A bunch of stuff that you've done is absolutely stunning. Along with your helmet behind you there, your helmet is absolutely fantastic. You got your helmet behind you there.
That was the first thing I made. I said, yeah, this is one of those things I didn't have space for Space Marine, and I didn't have the time, and then my wife wouldn't like it, I'm sure, and then I bought it anyway.
I like that. I like that. That's great.
It's one of those things that started in 2015. I first started making the helmet. So
Wow.
I think I was very slightly before you started, but you finished yours before I did.
I mean, there would be there's several hundred reasons of why I finished mine before yours, but you know, some of them are good, some of them are a bit sort of here and there. It's fine. But in terms of I'll do this seriously because you know, in terms of what you use to seal your entire Space Marine, could you tell the chat what you use to seal your Space Marine?
Don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Come on.
Tom's Tenny Roof Sealer.
This tub has done my entire Space Marine and various other bits as well.
Woo! Tom's Tenny Roof Seal.
Seal.
Tom's Tenny gang. I love that. Tom's Tenny Roof Sealer.
Yeah,
If you haven't used Thompson's 10-year roof sealer to seal your Space Marine, have you really sealed your Space Marine?
Thank you, Dave Damon. He
Yeah.
recommended it to me as well.
Yeah, Dave Damon has also recommended it to me too.
Yeah.
Ranger Creek's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. But before we do carry on, I do want to ask you, could you show your t-shirt to the chat? It's such a cool t-shirt. Aliens gave my cat a beard. I want that so much. I want that so badly. Hey guys, XV22 Cosplay is in the chat. I'm currently sealing my towel. He is currently sealing his towel in Thompson's 10-year roof sealer. I'm not even kidding. It's awesome. The Thompson 10 roof seal. Oh, we need a Thompson's 10-year roof seal emote. Do you know what? That's actually one of the ones on my list. Is a tin of Thompson's 10-year roof seal as an emote. The only thing is, you can't quite see the text, but it'll be called like Thompson 1 or Tom 1 or something, and then you'll see it. But it is going to be absolutely awesome, and I cannot wait to get that done. I'm currently looking for an emote artist. To help me like get them designed and stuff, and then I'm going to see if I can actually get them made for my stream, because thanks to you guys, I currently have 69 subscribers, and it is, well, okay, I say that. I say I have 69 subscribers. I now have 70 subscribers, thanks to Zug, who has gifted 33 gifted subs to the channel since he started. Dude, I cannot thank you enough, Zug. Seriously, my dude. Honestly, I cannot get over it. By the way, as well, did you guys notice that the sub goal instantly updated when that happened? That's because I have changed the way the sub goal works. It now works off an actual website instead of working off of OBS. So that's much better. So it'll constantly update. Zug the Mad Lad, he is here. He just gifted XV22 a subscription to my channel. So welcome to the Iron Legion. Welcome to the Iron Legion, my dude. But seriously, thank you again, Zug. You are an absolute mad lad. Genuinely can't thank you enough for how awesome you are. I really, really appreciate it. So, we are now on to that segment that people like, which is the questions. We are in on the questions. Make sure you guys ask any questions you want in the chat. The chat will be open to questions if you guys want to see. The wonderful Weetobuilds ask any questions. Please just throw them up in the chat. My mods will throw them into the chat over here, and we will be able to carry on asking questions to the wonderful Weetobuilds. Starting off with question 1 is, how long have you been cosplaying, my dude?
Let's see, I'm going to say, first proper thing was 2005 I started, and I made a Space Marine.
2005, and you made just a Space Marine?
Yeah, well,
just a Space Marine.
Let's see, it was coming to Halloween. Well, no, it wasn't coming to, it was like December. And I thought, next Halloween, I'm going to bake something big, because we always used to go out to the pub, and they'd always have great big Halloween competitions. This is before people generally went out cosplaying a lot. Yeah, I just settled down and thought, I'm going to build a Space Marine. So, yeah, I didn't have any plans. I got some pictures off the internet. I got some expanded polystyrene and to carve them with a great big serrated saw blade and sanded them down. Oh my god, I made so much mess.
Thing is that you gotta make a mess. You gotta make a mess.
My girlfriend, now wife, nearly killed me, but yeah, I made out of bits I found. The helmet was an old bicycle helmet covered in wire and then covered in papier-mâché.
Oh, I honestly, seeing people's like first foray into Space Marines like mine, I remember seeing pictures of mine when I first built it, and I was just like, oh god, what have I done? It looks awful. By the way, I see blue glow from behind you. Are you a loyalist? Are you so loyalist that it's just everything's glowing?
Oh, it's just still glowing behind me.
It's just the plasma pistol glowing. I love that.
Yeah.
But yeah, seeing people's first foray into Space Marines is madness. But, I mean, yours is, it is insane.
Oh, no, thank you very much. No, I'm especially from you,
awesome.
but I had so much fun building that. I mean, that one there was 2016, I think I started that one. Yeah, I was looking at I took photos of everything I did. So when I first started the helmet, I think that was about March 2015. Yeah, 2015.
2015?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I first looked at helmet, and I think I made the pistol around about the summer that year, and then I just sort of went for it, and it finally could have finished in, I want to say 2017 now, yeah.
Well, that's the thing, you see. You took so much time, you methodically did it, and hence why your Space Marine is so clean and so insane. But I will like to ask as well, how the hell do you walk around on your stilts so flawlessly? Was it something that just came to you naturally, or have you practiced a lot? Because the way you walk around in your Space Marine, you could honestly tell, you can't honestly tell that you're wearing stilts. Yeah, you're tall, but the way you're walking, you're just walking.
I mean, it's fine. Yeah, they're heavy, but yeah, you do get used to them. But I have real difficulty with doors, and I can't get to them like you guys can. I mean, some people like yourself, you're thanks to your platforms. I mean, I think it's a bit easier to sort of crouch down, but
Yeah, I just have to. I actually just bend over or duck, and I can go through. Lifts as well, I can get into pretty easily.
but
Whereas David has to
with
full
me,
on bend over.
my knees are halfway up my shins, so my thighs. So if I try and bend my legs whilst trying to get through things, they're in a place that doesn't bend.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
And I think if Nate or Ranger of Krieg, whoever's doing links tonight, want to go and get the Warhammer video, we have a video for those of you who haven't seen it by the wonderful Dave Sinclair of us all at Warhammer Fest when it was actually running properly in person before the dark times. That was insane. Do you remember like us just like in line? And there's a video of you, me, and David thrusting in a line, and then like
oh
dancing
yes,
and stuff.
I'll
There's,
figure
I
that.
think if I'm right, there's one of you flossing in your Space Marine.
I did do a little floss. I remember that. Yes,
He did.
it's
He
not.
did. I
Can,
love
can
that.
I give a quick shout out to you? Bernd Kona, I see is in the stream. I've known him for about 16, 17 years or so. I was best man at his wedding.
Oh, is that Ray Huntington?
No, Bernd Kona. He's
Oh, sorry, Brent Connor. There you go. Sorry, I see him now as well. That
yeah.
Space Marine stole the show that night. Absolutely.
The thing is, yeah, he was there when I wore my first Space Marine cosplay to the Halloween event. I managed to win the first prize, and
Nice.
that was also the day that he met his then to be girlfriend, now wife, at that Halloween event.
That's madness.
Yeah,
I love that. Ah, see, this is Space Marines. Just they get you married. See, you get a Space Marine, you meet a girl, you get married. It's just how it happens.
he was dressed as an aliens colonial marine, and she was dressed as a gothic fairy.
A gothic fairy. I like that.
Yeah, yes.
Hi guys. Yes, it is. Awesome. Ray Huntington, welcome. Pixie says
Oh, Pixie.
hi. That's awesome. Pixie
That's our
says hi.
gothic fairy.
This is such a great community. Honestly, this community is amazing. So why do you cosplay? What is your main reason for cosplaying?
Oh, there's lots. I mean, I love making things, as you can tell from the vast amount of props I do for
Clearly.
no apparent reason. I just really enjoy sort of spending time in the garage and making things intricately with the hands, and then when it finally pays off, you spent dozens of hours on something and something looks nice at the end. It's very satisfying. I mean, yeah, I love that bit. But likewise, I love I love the whole community. I love you guys. I only met you first time was like 2 years ago, but I've known you for at least 2 years before that. And when we first met, it was like you've known each other forever.
Yeah, it's been insane the amount of people I've met like that, and it's just like boom, there you go, that's it, friends now. Like there's no getting out of this one.
Really, and I love the reaction we get from people as well. Like,
Oh
everybody
yeah.
loves us when we put you in costume. It's taken all this effort. It's taken 20 minutes to get in with a step ladder and a helper.
Oh yeah, have you got your own Harry? Because as we all know, Harry in chat, who is my spotter, everyone needs a Harry. Harry was actually like Weetobuilds' Harry. He was James's Harry originally. Weetobuilds was the first person Ranger of Krieg ever spotted for,
He
and
did. It was great. Yeah, I turned up at this event with no spotter, but I'll be fine. I'll just balance somehow. Yeah, not challenge.
But I remember you had an issue with pins, if I'm right, with pins coming out all the time.
Yes.
Have you sorted that out now?
I have sorted that out. Yes, I mean the leg joints. They got to take a lot of weights. They're like two bars of aluminium with a hole in the middle and a clamp there, and there's a hole going through the middle there, and you have to like put a split pin through there, well, a bolt going through there with a split ring going through it, and it's a nightmare to do because you're tucking it all behind things. You can try and get it at odd angles. I've never done it myself, at least because I'm standing up in the costume.
Yeah, of course.
So I had that for a while, but now that's no good. And I finally found these things called marine pins, which you seem to think you're pushing through the hole, and they got a little thing you twist on the ends, and it locks in place. And that was a complete pain in the ass as well. So all of that, and now I use webbing straps with those big plastic webbing buckles, and clip them in, and they're good for the rest of the day.
They're great. They're great. I've used those. That's what I've used for my shoulders. I've got the those the shoulder mounts I've done for my shoulders, but to keep the arms on and the shoulders down, I've got those webbing and clips just to hold it all together.
Webbing clips on the shoulders, go to the arms, both legs, and attaching the legs to the torso as well.
There you go. There you go. Webbing and clips. I love that. Those bolts were a pain in the ass. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Harry's linked the first Harry experience, the first ever spotting for you.
That's why we're in photos together, aren't we?
Oh, honestly, it's great. The Chaos Scald has redeemed a hydration for the nation.
Oh, thank you, Chaos Scald. I was thirsty.
It is awesome. So, with the fact that you've been cosplaying now, mostly. Oh, bear with. We have Mr. Titan with a host. Thank you so much, Mr. Titan. Welcome to the stream, my dude. Thank you so much. With the fact that you've been cosplaying as a Space Marine and such for now, is cosplay something you see yourself like doing in 10 years' time?
I don't see why not. I mean, I'm getting older now. I mean, I'm in my mid-40s, but I'm growing old, but I'm not growing up. Definitely.
Yes, I like that.
I keep saying this to people, it's one of those things, when I was 16, I liked bicycles, Warhammer, computer games, Sisters of Mercy, and now I'm 44 and I like bicycles, computer game, Warhammer, Sisters of Mercy. I mean, in my head, I really haven't changed that much in the past 30 years. So I don't see myself quitting in 10 years' time.
I like that.
I'm just adding more bits to it, to be honest.
Just keep adding to it, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that's mainly what I've done with that's what I've done with like the Iron Warrior. Like I have the suit, but then I just keep adding to it. And I'm gonna keep adding to it. I'm gonna just keep adding to it. Also, the Chaos Skull just broke 20k iron coins. That must mean I need to start making some more iron coin stuff. Holy crap. That is insane. We have Mr. Titan 40k. Let's see. We have a question. What is the oddest thing that has happened to you in your Space Marine costume at a con or other events? That's an interesting question.
Oddest thing? Oh, God, I don't know.
What's the strangest thing or the oddest thing that has happened to you?
I'll come back to that. I'm trying to think now.
It's all right if you want to think about that when I come back to it. But I'm glad that you see yourself like doing this in 10 years' time, because obviously I definitely see myself doing this in 10 years' time. I'm not stopping anytime soon. There's no point stopping. It's too much fun, you know.
Yeah.
I love that Pinkthorn laughs in 27k iron coins. Wow, you guys have a lot of iron coins. I need to sort something out with that. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Holy crap. But genuinely, do you prefer, like, you know when you're in your workshop and you're building a prop or building a costume or something like that, do you prefer to work alone, or would you prefer to work with others? I say prefer, but it's like, you know.
Well, funny enough, yeah,
when it comes
I did
to
all
building
the work on the Morty, my spaceman. I did all that on my own, and that was absolutely fine. I spent most of it listening to industrial radio and freezing my arse off, because this is all done mostly in the period from October to March. And it was in a great big fleece, seeing your breath and hoping the contact cement doesn't go solid.
I've had that exact same thing.
But at the same time, when I started to make the swords, my good friend Matt decided to join me. He was there. He was at the last Warhammer Fest with us. He dressed as a guardsman sniper. I can't remember the regiment now.
Guardsman sniper. I'm trying to think who he was. Because there was so many of us.
And his face covered in blue paint tattoos.
Oh, yes. And he went to buy... Didn't he buy that pot of paint at the event and popped open and then painted himself with it?
He did indeed, yes. It's in the Dave's video as well.
Yeah, there you go. That was Tanith. That's on Tanith. There you go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. And we basically spent a few weeks working on his costume, and he printed out most of the sword for me, because I didn't have a 3D printer at the time. And he's also the guy who designed all the channels to go put all the electrics through.
It is awesome. He's very, very awesome. He's very, very awesome.
He's a
I
fantastic guy,
like
really.
that, Mr. Titan 40K. A question that takes longer to answer. I've hit a new high. Don't worry, he will. He will. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. I'm sure you'll. I'm sure he'll. I'm sure he'll remember like the strangest thing that has happened to him in costume.
It might just be some of the reactions you get from the kids being complete tangents to others. I do remember seeing both a pair of siblings, both the same parents, having one running up to me and grabbing hold, and the other one running in the complete opposite direction, trying to get away with me as fast as possible.
So one was like, "Oh my God, yes, glory to the Emperor," and the other was like, "No, screw this, I'm going to
Oh my
chaos."
God, yeah. I'm going to join the Traitors Legions and just go on.
Like
I'm
that.
sure you get that,
I like that. I like that.
completely different reactions, and you can't determine. You decide from looking at the child when it's going to be into the very last second.
I love that. That's freaking madness. But I think a bunch of us have scared the crap out of some kids in our Space Marines at some point. I know I have. My first bolter that I built has a tally chart on it with a Sharpie from every kid I made cry in that event. So that was always, you know. Hey, thank you so much, Ray Huntington. Thanks so much for the follow. I hope I'm saying that right, but thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. Welcome to the madness that is the Iron Warrior cosplay live stream. So in terms of cost-wise, and you don't have to say actual numbers or anything, but what's the most expensive like part of your cosplay that you've made today? I know the Space Marine was quite expensive, but like I'm talking, it doesn't have to be a prop either, but like the most expensive like part of your cosplay that you've done like to date.
I'm thinking this, I mean, the sword here,
I mean that
I
looks
think
like
it's
it.
made of plastic, but when you add up all the little bits, the LED strips, the Arduino controls inside, I think it's about 150 quid for the sword in total.
What? That's still cheaper than I thought.
But at the same time, I think I added up the Space Marine when I was making it, and
Yeah, so did I.
I mean, I got all the bits as cheap as I possibly could, eBay here and there, school bits, and buying the mats in bulk from Harvard, and I kind of stopped counting when it hit £1,000. But yeah, it's been a fair bit since as well.
I don't like to mention how much the Iron Warrior cost. It's not something I like to. It hurts me to say.
I think you've got even more accessories than I have. I haven't got any power fists.
I'm not gonna lie to you. The Power Fist. I consider the Power Fist to be a hell of an investment because goddamn I enjoy it. It's so much. Although funny thing at Warhammer Fest, it made my hand turn blue and my fingers go numb because it was the first testing for it, and. But I've fixed that now. It's all fixed now. It all works, and there's no more hand turning blue and finger pain and all that kind of stuff. So that's fine. What is the cheapest sort of thing you've made for your Space Marine? The cheapest sort of prop? Would you say it's obviously? I'm not talking about like parts for the Space Marine, but more like.
Oh, that's gonna be the grenade I knocked up in a day. That was a piece of foam that big and a coffee can.
And is that the one on your belt? Have you got that on your belt? Have you?
Yeah, I've got it stuck behind me with some Velcro.
I like that.
So, yeah.
I like that. You just take it off and just yeet it.
Yeah, just the last sort of week before Warhammer Fest, the actual Warhammer Fest that we last had, and I had a week left without anything left to make, so I thought we'd add some props to it, and I stuck a grenade on my ass. That was it.
Stuck a grenade on my ass. I'm not gonna lie. I had a friend of mine who offered to 3D print me a grenade, so I got a grenade 3D printed, and that's not. I would have velcroed it, but because it's 3D printed, I was worried about it falling off. Plus, it's quite hefty. So he made. It was really cool. He made channels that went in at the back, so I could cable tie it. So it's cable tied to my.
I've seen that one. It's one next to your crotch. That's the one.
Yeah, the one next to my crotch.
Yeah.
But by the way, we also have a hydrate from Merlin. Thank you so much, Merlin, for the hydrate. I love that. Nate's shouting at me in the moderator chat. Drink. Marine size comparison. Marine size comparison there for you in the chat. For anyone wondering. But genuinely, in terms of the events that you've done, I know you haven't done like an extensive list of events, but what would you say your favorite event has been so far?
Oh, it's got to be that last Warhammer Fest we did. That was so much fun. Yeah, for 2 days, uh, everyone was so nice. The Games Workshop treated us like royalty. They gave us
They
like
really
a
did.
luxury suite to get changed in and chill in, and free food in the staff canteen. It was like being part of the team there. They were so good, and yeah, we got to wander around all day and stomp up and down the queue. I mean, I don't know about you, how long you can wear your. I know you can wear your suit longer than me because I've seen you dancing in it, of course. But with
Yeah,
me,
yeah, the dancing, yeah.
it's about 3 or 4 hours maximum before my vertebrae start to fuse together.
I can do. Now, I'm going to say how much I can do. I'm not in a I can do this many, but it's more I can do this many because I'm stupid and stubborn. But I did 9 hours at London MCM. I did 9 hours at London MCM because I hate myself.
So I have a visitor.
You have a visitor. Hello, young man.
This
Hello,
is
young man.
my monkey.
It's your little
We should have
monkey.
done a long time ago, but he's wanting to see what I've been up to.
I'm not gonna lie. Are you gonna make your young ones Space Marine cosplays?
I thought about this, but it keeps on growing. That's the problem. As soon as I spec it out and finish it, it'll have been, trousers halfway up his ankles.
You should do. You should do one that's like 4 times more than him, and by the time you're done, he will have grown into it.
Yeah, I think so. That's not bad. I'll make him a
So
full
you can join us being Space Marines. You can join us being Space Marines. Stomp around with us at Warhammer Fest. That'd be absolutely awesome. But yeah, Warhammer Fest is probably your favorite convention. But yeah, off to bed with the young ones. Yeah, Warhammer Fest is probably like one of mine in terms of the specific Warhammer events. Don't get me wrong, I like the open day at Warhammer World, but Warhammer Fest, out of all the Warhammer events, I prefer Warhammer Fest. It's pretty good. Mr. Titan 46 says, why not an Imperial Guard? Because Space Marines are just better.
I went to an army surface show when I was at some air show. I thought, they got the officer's cap with the red band. I thought, well, I can make him a commissar of this. So I bought an adult small one.
Can you imagine?
Look at his head. It's too small.
Oh, no way.
He's 8 years old and it's far too small for his head.
Oh, dude. No way.
He's inherited my head.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. When it comes to Space Marine helmets and stuff, Chapter Master Valrak came here with his Imperial Fist helmet. And we took a funny picture where we swapped helmets. And he put mine on and he just went like dunk and put it on. He was like, my God, this is huge. And it wouldn't even like sit on his head. It was just like loose on his head. And then I grabbed his, like the helmet that Terry from B Cosplay had made for him, the Imperial Fist on. I went to put it on and I was like, just like, and it like thunk. And I was like, okay. Ow! And it was like pushing in on my face and stuff. My beard was just hanging out the bottom of it. It was so funny. But, oh God, that was so good. But yeah, no, I get what you mean when it comes to like a large head. Like the amount of times I've put my Space Marine helmet on like a kid at a con, they'll come over to the table. I'll grab the one that's like not been worn all day, and I'll just go donk. And it's just like it's like this on them, and they're like it's a tiny, and it's just a giant helmet. It's hilarious.
Speaking of helmets, I have a new project.
New project? Yes, you do. Do you have it with you?
I've only got the paper version downstairs, and it's slightly too big at the moment.
Oh yeah. You were saying that you wanted to make it smaller, but yeah.
My order from Polyprops has been dispatched. That'll be here this week, so then I can start shaping.
And you are making a beaky helmet, if
I am.
I'm right in
I've
saying.
seen a couple, but not many. And I'm old, and the first my first experience ever of Warhammer was in 1988, where my cousin had some the very first plastic Marines, with all beakies with the spiky shoulders and the Mark 6 armor, I think it is.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that. I don't go that new. I'm old school.
Armor, yeah. And that's how I remember them originally, and I always loved beaky helmets. So I'm going to make one and stick it on.
That's going to be so cool. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be sick.
And this time I'm not using Halford's gym mats. I've got some decent stuff. I've got plenty of
you got foam now. There you go. Oh, Ranger Krieg has posted the beaky helmet there for you. Yes, Corvus. Also Nate the Chill Valhallan said, why don't you make him a scout? It's more flexible.
That's
so you
true,
can,
yeah.
Like just where the armor can just fit him.
It's not a bad plan actually.
You can make him run ahead to clear doors for you. Like, my dad's coming, get out of the way. And people are like, what do you mean? They'll look over.
Yeah.
Oh, good God! And you'll just be stomping towards them in the space room.
It could be my spotter.
Make him your little spot. Thing is, he would not be able to get your helmet on and off you. He would need a step ladder.
That's why he can carry his step ladder around. He can catch
just carrying a step ladder around as an Imperial Guard. I love that. Artemis Blackfire. Heyo, hello. Welcome. Honestly, this is great. Seeing all the Warhammer fam just gather together for a stream. I absolutely love this. We're gonna have to do like a little Warhammer thing sometime and just get a bunch of us on Zoom at the same time and just chat Warhammer. So this is a two-parter now. This next question. So we've got, what is your favourite part of cosplay? Always start with the positive.
Although I don't get to go to many cons, I mean, my time is limited, and the kids have only got so much tolerance for going out. I absolutely adore it when you do go there, and you finally dress up. It takes you half an hour to get in, and you're sore and sweaty from carrying several trips in the car. But when you're finally all in your gear, you've turned on the sound effects, you start stomping, and then somebody just hears you coming behind them, and then turns around and goes, "It's easier this. I'm 7'3" in this costume, and it's the shock reaction. I love it.
It is literally the best, honestly. It is absolutely the best.
All the hundreds of hours, and literally hundreds of hours that you put into this, it's all worthwhile.
Hey, Jim Quizzical! Jim, welcome. Oh, I love it. Everyone's here. This is so cool. This is absolutely awesome. The chat is currently going mad. I absolutely love it. People are saying he should be a small tech priest carrying a stepladder and have a toaster backpack. That's quite interesting.
Get him a red dressing gown,
It's like a God of War 40k crossover. Boy, the ladder! Atreus runs in a small ladder. I love that. Jim Quizzical. Lizard boys for life. I'm loving that. Also, everyone in chat, if you just want to do it with me as well, wand pockets. So that's a thing. Yeah, don't be confused. Just say wand pockets. Wand pockets. Is that a new thing? That's a galactic elephant. Is this wand pockets? Wand pockets. But yeah. Who the devil are you? Wand pockets! Yeah! Chan loves wand pockets. So obviously that being your favourite part, but then obviously we have the other side of what I like to say, like the other side of the coin, if you will. What is your least favourite part of cosplay? Let's see if I can do this again. Oh, no, I cannot.
Templates.
Yeah.
First copying templates, printed them all out, and just stick them all together, cut them out, stick them down. Oh, it takes forever, and you're there for days and you still make no progress that you can actually see, but it's all essential. Oh man!
Honestly, I feel your pain, because a good month and a half leading up to the Play Expo Manchester event where we built my Space Marine, me and my friend Brecken were making the patterns. As in, I had them all printed out, but we were sticking them together and then cutting them out. And I have this huge folder. When I say huge folder, it's a massive plastic art folder. It's huge, and it has Big Bastard Space Marine in the little name pocket bit of it. And I used that and took it to Play Expo, and we built our Space Marine. But when I got back, David Roth had given me all of his patterns as well. So I have two sides to this folder with a piece of cardboard in the middle. And it's my patterns for my Space Marine, and the same ones, but doubled up. So I have two lots of Space Marine Pepakura files just to use. So
you still have them, because all mine have got distributed around the garage floor and trodden on and lost a long time ago.
Well, I mean, you've used them now, so you don't really need.
I don't intend to make a second one, to be honest. I'm just going to slowly add bits to this one.
See, I did. Like, I don't think I'd make one, but instead I'm repairing one. Dave Damon's Grey Knight, so I'm going to sort of get that back up and running and get that back to an event at some point, which is going to be absolutely awesome. I'm really excited to get that back. But yeah, how do you, in general, like, you know, your day to day, you do your thing, you post on Instagram, you build your props, you do all that awesome stuff. For example, your kick-ass plasma pistol that's glowing behind you. How do you view yourself as a cosplayer?
I have to be myself. I mean, I'm slightly more in the sidelines, really. I mean, I love what I do. I spend a great amount of time in it, but it's one of those things. I can't dedicate so much time to it because I've got a full-time job and I've got a part-time job and the family and so on. So my actual building is sort of from 9 o'clock until midnight. When my wife starts yawning and going to bed, I think I'm just going to pop out to the garage in 20 minutes
I'm just gonna pop into the garage for like 9 hours and build this
and
space marine.
come back in, God, midnight. Just try and sneak in. But yeah, I absolutely adore it, but I'm not full on in your face sort of this is my life cosplayer. It's a wonderful hobby, but it's not sort of not in the forefront of my existence.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Whereas I know a lot of people, probably myself included, who it's what we do. It's sort of like I try to have it as more of a forefront. Like that's what I do, that's what I'm aiming to do, is to do, like, you know, cosplay, do events and streaming and stuff, and just do it as a living almost,
Yeah.
which is what I'd like to do,
Oh, yeah.
including like commission work and stuff on Battle Ready and all that.
Absolutely.
I think that would be pretty awesome, if I'm honest.
You've
But
made an awesome channel of it. I mean,
absolutely, I mean, you get cool things out of it, like a free plasma pistol.
well, not technically free, you know. It costs you
Well,
9 hours
true,
of
but
brain
you know,
acting. How long did that take?
a good. I think it worked out to 6 hours, 6 7 hours. I think it might have been a bit more because it was all etched.
Yeah,
It was just
I mean, it
etched.
came out fantastically well. Thank you so
Oh
much.
yeah. The I'm not gonna lie, the etch was madness. Like, you know, oh, Pinkthorn, you feel like trash? Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Like, have a good night. See you, Pinkthorn.
Well,
Have a good one.
just think,
Don't don't stay up just for the stream. Make sure you go to sleep. Make sure you get your rest. Feel better soon.
I can't remember. Actually, we got a picture of the finished leg thing. Yeah, it's on my Instagram. It's not attached to the leg, but there is a picture of it.
Do you want to send that link to Harry on Facebook via whichever chat you have with Harry, so Harry can post it in the Harry can post it in the actual chat as well. Also, guys, if you want, those of you who have just joined us, we have links in the chat for the wonderful Weetobuilds and the absolute mad lad that he is for all of his socials. He has Facebook and Instagram. Also, my socials will come up there as well. The Iron Warrior social medias, please give them a follow. My link tree is there. And also, along with that, is the link to the almighty Discord. The Discord is absolutely amazing. You guys want to join in on the Discord? When you do join the Discord, be sure to go underneath the new joins to the Warhammer 40k faction selector. And then you can join any particular faction that we have on the list. And it's absolutely awesome. We do have quite recently added Imperial Fists because Chapter Master Valrak did join the Discord, which is absolutely fantastic. But we now have 2 Imperial Fists in the Discord, I think. But there's more Iron Warriors than there are Imperial Fists. So we're keeping an eye on them. But yeah, join the Discord madness. It is absolutely awesome. It is so much fun. We have voice calls and stuff like that, which is going to be brilliant. And I'm planning on doing some really cool stuff with Discord at some point in terms of more live streaming and stuff. It is fantastic. So, right at the beginning, when you weren't a cosplayer, when you were just, when you were just James, just walking around, doing your thing, what clicked that in that you wanted to start cosplaying? What did you see? Did you see something? Were you online? Was it at an event? Did you decide to go randomly to a con and see
I
another?
know the exact moments. It was seeing our friend Henrik Pillard
Heinrich
in
Pillard,
his
yes.
amazing Blood Angel cosplay.
It's such a stunning
He
space marine.
posted a video of it. I mean, some people have done it maybe slightly before, but he's just gone to a complete another level from it. I mean,
I consider him personally to be like the godfather of all space marines.
he is. Without Henrik, I would not have my marine at all.
Well, I don't think without him anyone would,
No.
if I'm honest.
If nobody knows who he is, he's this absolutely fantastic Swedish guy.
Yeah, I believe he's actually, yeah, Harry,
And,
would you mind jumping on Facebook and getting his Facebook link? He's an absolute legend. Heinrich
and
Pilrud.
yeah, he did this most amazing cosplay of a Blood Angels Marine, also on stilts, also 7 foot high. He also had the Mega Stomp Panic in there, so he was making all the noises as he walked around like you and I have.
Mega
And
Stomp! It's so cool.
oh yeah, but and then the best thing he did was saying, "Thank you for all the kind comments. Here is a folder with 2 gigabytes worth of build pictures, all the files you need. Just basically print out all these things, cut them out, put them on frame, and glue them together, and you'll have a Space Marine." And he's the nicest guy. He gave all that away for free. Gave out advice and help, and yeah, 90% of all the people out there with Space Marines wouldn't have one if it wasn't for his amazing work.
My moderators sadly don't follow Heinrich, so I'm having to link them the link manually myself. There we go. So you guys to jump in and find him. Pilrud Cosplay, he's absolutely amazing. If you guys want to throw that into the chat for me, my guys. The link is about to come up there if you guys want to go there. I consider him the godfather of all Space Marines. He is the man himself.
Yeah.
He's an absolute legend. I personally have spoken to him 20 times while building my Space Marine, probably just asking for hints and tips and stuff. It's how I did my shoulder mounts, thanks to him. I did my shoulder mounts exactly the way he did. We had a conversation. And not only that, I spoke to him so much and credited him so many times on my cosplay page for when I was building stuff. He added me as a friend on Facebook. He's such a nice guy.
He is, yes. He's added me as well. He's still building out there, and he does film prop work as well.
God, he does some amazing stuff, doesn't he? Like,
now, how do you do your shoulders? That's what I want to ask. I can't remember yours.
What's that?
But how do you do your shoulders? Because that's one of the.
I have the aluminium. I have the aluminium bands that go like that around my shoulders, but then 2 aluminium plates come off, but they come off at an angle like that. But not only at a flat angle, they're twisted in the middle, so they twist like that, and they're facing backwards, and they've got large bolts on them with domed tops on them, and then they just pop. The shoulders pop onto them, so you have the rotation that you need, so you can rotate your shoulders. And I tested the full rotation at an event with Ranger of Krieg, which was at Bristol, I believe, for the UK CGF in Bristol. And I threw an axe. We were at an axe throwing thing, and I grabbed one. I asked for one of the axes. They gave me an axe. I can raise my shoulder and throw an axe.
Nice.
So I love the rotation I have in my shoulder now, because before it was chair wheels with just the plugs for them, and my shoulder would pop off if I tried to lift my arm. It would just pop off and roll away.
I've got casters in mine. So I've got the casters. They've got like tubes that go up there, and then things slide on the tubes. And yet again, more split pins have to go in to stop the shoulders from falling off, which are also an ask to do.
You like your split pins?
Something that I am fixing at the moment. I've got ideas for those.
I'll have to, if you want, I'll show you what I've done to mine. I'll have to send you the album. The album's on my cosplay page, Shoulder Modification it's called, and it is all there, basically, on how I did it. But with mine as well, the thing is, yours is very clean, but with mine, I could just do stuff to mine and make it look a bit rougher, because in the end, it is an Iron Warrior, and it is very old. So that's what I love about it. So I can make it look more rough, but still make it like practical and like usable. And I think that's pretty awesome.
That's the problem with Blood Angels. They are very proud of their armor, and everything has to gleam and look nice. I mean, they got to be shiny. You got to polish your helmet. A little bit of battle damage and scuffing, otherwise you can't actually see any of the black edges at all.
Well, exactly. I mean, you have, if I'm right, you have no battle damage on yours at all, do you?
I sort of dry brushed a bit of silver around the edges, just a bit of scuffing, but yeah, there's no bullet holes or paint flaking off really.
Ha! No way. Ranger Krieg posted the link to me throwing axes. And what I did as well, just to add that bit of coolness, I would stomp my foot to make the mega stomp go, make the noise, and I would lift my arm and throw the axe at the same time. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, wonderful.
That's so cool. When it comes to advice for those who have just jumped into the whole cosplay world, people who are completely new at it, or might even have never like tried to do cosplay in their life, what would your advice be to someone who is just starting off into the cosplay world?
Don't be afraid of it. Just pick your project, pick your passion, and go for it. it doesn't matter if it starts out bad. You can change it. There's so many people out there willing to give advice. The cosplay community is wonderful. I mean, there's complete asses out there as well, but
Yeah, there
most
is.
of them are really happy to help, and they love sharing what they've done. And if that involves helping other people doing what they want to do, then so be it. It is, yeah, go for it is the best advice. I mean, I didn't think I'd ever have a chance of building this enormous beast that you can't see behind me because he's in the garage, but towering 7 foot over me.
He's an absolute legend. I
mean,
do love that suit.
it was a lot of work, but it wasn't hard work. There's nothing that couldn't be done by anyone.
Yeah, a lot of people see Space Marines as kind of, they see him as like a quite a big challenge. Like they see him as like, oh, it's a bit of a daunting task. I can't really build that. It's too much. The only thing you need when building a Space Marine is you need the space to store him.
Yeah, I was going to say if you're in a 1-bedroom flat, then maybe look at other options. But
yeah. Try looking at either a human scale Space Marine if you are adamant about doing a Space Marine. I know a friend of mine, Nocturne's Forge, Andrew, he has a human scale set of Space Marine armor, and it's all to scale, but it's all to human scale, and it works. It literally works. He wears it as a suit of armor, and it is absolutely fantastic.
Get around it. I mean,
the thing I like about his as well is you go over to his backpack and you open it and there's a little box inside and it's where his fans and batteries and stuff are, and you close the lid and it's just it fucking blew my mind. It was sorry, Rage Creek, yes, and transport as well. Transport, that's definitely important. Yes, if you don't have transport to transport your Space Marine, you're also screwed.
Because you can't wear a 7-foot Space Marine on the bus.
I think here's quite a funny thing. If I'm right in saying, before you build a Space Marine, here's some advice from a Space Marine to another. If you're planning on building a Space Marine, genuinely, before you start building and before you buy the foam and start planning everything, get a driver's license. That's what the best thing I'd say. Get a driver's license first, and then get a car, then build a Space Marine. Transport is the fun bit. Yeah, transport is the fun bit. Transport is the fun bit. Yeah, transport's the great bit. I love transport. That's why I bought a van. People are like, why'd you buy a van? I'm like, for my Space Marine. They're, wait, really? I'm like, yes. Yeah. I actually bought a van specifically. I've used it for many other things, don't get me wrong, but mainly, it's for Space Marine transport. And
I got a new car about a year ago, and the first thing I did was open up the boot, put the seats down, and check to see if the Marine would fit into it. It does. Not a lot else does, which is why I've got a roof box as well now. But the Marine fits inside.
What do you put inside the roof box? What parts do you put in? The legs?
No, anything else you want to take. Food, clothing, passengers, everything else. The Space Marine's inside the car. All the non-essential toothbrushes and so on. They're in the roof box. Children.
We do. Harry and I do Tetris. So I will load the van nicely and Tetris it and everything. But while I'm Tetrising it, I don't leave a gap. There's no hole there. I put stuff in where it is, but I know for a fact that I can remove this piece, rotate it, put it back in this place, and then Harry's suitcase slides in. It works really, really well. What I do is I put my toolbox. I have my cosplay repair kit. I slide that in and then build everything around it. And then when Harry joins me, I take the toolbox out. He puts his suitcase in, and I rotate the toolbox and put it forward. So that's how it kind of works. And it works really well. Diabolical props. What about the tractor? I don't know. No. Fuel efficiency and speed, and no, it wouldn't work. Also, I don't have a trailer for it. If I had a trailer for it, that'd be really funny. If there was a local con, and when I say local to me would be not local to anybody I know. Any cosplayer I know. Let's see. How many cosplayers do I know around me?
Any cons in Cardigan?
Nope, no cons in Cardigan. I don't think so. Not off the top of my head, anyway. Not that I've heard. The Iron Tractor. Good God. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any events around me. We used to run one called Nerdvana. I was actually on the committee for it. We actually built and ran an event in Carmarthen. And it was pretty awesome. It was quite successful. But, again, the convention in Carmarthen, not many people turned up. It was, it wasn't as great as we wanted it to be. But then, like, in the afternoon, more people turned up, and then we had a crowd, and then it was like, holy crap, this is successful. Then it got so busy that we were like, we need a second event. So we did a second event. And obviously, due to, life and stuff like that, everyone had to, part ways, and people had families, people had to move away, and we had to disband it, sadly. There was no one to take it over, which sucks. We were hoping we could pass it on to somebody else. Don't get me wrong, if it was still running, I would still be a part of it. I would still love to run that event. I'd absolutely love to run that event. Imagine the Iron Warrior in overalls and a straw hat. I can get a straw hat for him, but I can't make him overalls. That would be madness, making him overalls. That would be insane.
I know, he wears an apron, doesn't he?
Well, do you know what's really funny? I need to make him a Hazard Stripe apron for a set of really hilarious photos that I'm planning on doing. I was planning on doing during lockdown, but I've not been able to source or make myself a Hazard Stripe apron yet. But there were plans for, like, just wearing like a Mrs. Nesbit one from, like, Toy Story with the pink frills and like a flower on it. That would be really funny.
I think I remember you talking about that one. Yes.
Yeah, think about doing that. I think that'd be really, really funny. But we'll see. In terms of cosplay stories, what is the funniest one you've got for us? What's the funniest things other than you, me, and David thrusting outside Warhammer Fest and dancing? And I'm not gonna lie, I love that video. Oh, that video is so funny.
You say other than that, I think that was so much fun done. I mean, it was very hard work. I didn't have a clue what was going on. David was trying to direct us on it. Okay, and everybody turned. Don't know which direction we turned. We turned in opposite directions, ended up facing opposite ways.
Oh yeah, because it was you, me, and David, and me and David both were like that. You, me, and David did like that, and then like you turned around, and you were like, it was great.
Several takes, and we couldn't see, ending up thrusting in random directions. But yeah.
Oh, honestly, it was so funny. And then right at the end, we just freestyled, and there was you and David dancing, and me doing a jig, and it's so funny. Actually, really funny. Those videos are on my Facebook page, and they're also on YouTube on Dave Sinclair's page for the video that we linked earlier in the chat, and it's it's hilarious. Just seeing a Space Marines dance, the people in the queue were like, "What the hell?" And we were like, "Yeah, let's dance."
I believe that's had 1 million views. Fantastic.
So, in the cosplay community, obviously so many cosplayers, myself included, Harry, many people in the chat as well. Do you have a favourite cosplayer? It doesn't have to be a friend or anyone you know. It can also be like a celebrity cosplayer. Everyone knows mine, as I always say every stream. Everyone knows mine, my favourite cosplayer. But in your eyes, who would you say your favourite cosplayer is? Someone who inspires you, maybe? I know you spoke about Heinrich earlier.
Yeah, Heinrich's one of my all-time favourites. I've got 3 main inspirations. Heinrich, Camry cosplay. I absolutely adore her work. She does so much. She got amazing enthusiasm for it, and the stuff she builds. I know she's at full time, but
it is insane. The stuff she builds, it's madness. The stuff she builds.
She just manages to put so much passion and talent into it, and the results are fantastic. It was seeing her work with electronics that made me realise, I can make things that glow and pulse and shoot and sparkle.
It's what I need to do. I need to eventually get into glowing stuff, instead of just LEDs and 9-volt batteries.
I'm a computer programmer by trade, so it hasn't been so bad to stop programming these little Arduino chips. All it is just running its own version of C, really. And I program in C on a daily basis.
At least I know who I can come to now if I need help with it.
Yeah, I can look at that. No problem at all. Lastly is your friend Evil Ted. I mean,
Evil Ted, my guy. He was just streaming. We were both watching him, weren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were both watching him.
Keep saying about how smooth and seamless my cosplay is. It's all because of him. There's one video he did about how to do cosplay scenes. Before that, I was trying to hot glue lumps of EVA together, and then I said, "Oh no, just use contact cement." So I'd go slap, 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 slap. Why isn't this working? It's sliding all over the place.
Yeah. It's not sticking.
Keep it together for 20 minutes before anything happens, and then I watched this one video he did, and it is perfect. If anyone ever asks me, how to glue stuff together, I immediately send them to this one video, and his method of making sure everything is
Yes.
as right as possible when you're sticking together, it means you have to do so much little tidying up afterwards, and the results are fantastic. That video introduced me to sanding sticks. They are the
Sandix is
best.
awesome. Hey, Ranger Creek has
Oh,
posted all of Ted's links in the chat.
oh
I, I,
lovely, yeah.
I actually have a command for all of Ted's links because Ted frequently visits. He frequently visits the stream, and I love that he jumps into the stream every now and again. It makes me so happy that he just jumps in and just like,
I have
"Hey
seen
guys," I'm
it.
like, "Ladies and gentlemen, it's Evil Ted." It's madness. Also, Nate to the Chill Valhallan, one of my amazing moderators, has redeemed a hydrate.
Oh, thank you. You did this.
Absolutely madness. But when obviously making your cosplays and stuff like that, do you mainly prefer foam work, or have you moved into 3D printing now and sort of that's where you're going? Because I know you started off in foam, you built your Space Marine, your helmet, and everything. Are you going to be going down the 3D printing route when it comes to props now, or?
Yeah, they've both got their benefits. I mean, yeah, it's amazing the detailing of the 3D printing. Don't get me wrong; they look fantastic, but they're heavy, they're brittle. If I was to, if a finger slipped and the sword just fell over on its side, it would be bits of shattered plastic all over the floor and me crying at 50 hours work down the drain. But yeah, this helmet here, I've dropped this from 7 feet in the air several times, and
Oh
all
yeah. Wasn't there one of you put it on your head and you leant forward and it just went and it just
yeah, and yeah, it's tough as nails. The detail is nice, but
it is a pretty
it,
helmet.
it
It is
bounces.
very
Yeah,
pretty.
I love the helmet.
Oh, hold on. Are we doing Space Marine helmets? Hold on. Are we doing Space Marine
Yeah,
helmets?
go on.
We're doing Space Marine helmets. Let's just anyone who's going to jump on the stream now will be like, "What the hell?" So yeah.
I haven't got the electronics in this one, but
What's the visibility like in your helmet?
it's like if imagine you're at the swimming pool and your goggles have steamed up. It's that. It,
I like that. I like that.
I mean,
Well, the
I can see contrast, but that's about it, really.
Well, the thing is, I can see through the visor. I can see through the visor now. I can see you guys and everything. But when I'm in
Yeah.
the suit, I can also see now. But when I'm in the suit, these grills are also part of my vision as well. Like I can see the clipboard without looking at it. I can see this clipboard now without looking at it. So it's kind of plus the visor itself. I don't know if you guys can see is inset so that all the air goes out and all the heat comes out of it and everything.
That's right. Yeah, I've got a little grill at the front here, and right at the back here, I've got my little air conditioning with a little fan in there, which is beautiful for keeping your head cool because you do sweat like a bastard in these things. But at the same time, as soon as you turn it on, I can't hear anything. All
Yeah,
I got is the noise of the fan.
I like that. Casual prop saying, I love the anticipation of when Ted writes something in the chat, in the stream. It takes 5 seconds to catch up and then the shouting starts. Yeah. But, I mean, don't get me wrong. Is there anything 3D printed in your helmet then?
No, actually, the scar on the front is a Halloween decoration cut in half. I've got several different wires in here, all sort of linking the. Actually, no, those aren't 3D printed. Those are laser etched lenses in there. So when the lights,
Laser! Love lasers.
yeah,
Am I
when the
like,
lights are
let's
turned
pop this
on, they
off.
do glow a nice green color. But I haven't got the battery in the moment. Hang on. Do I have it connected up? No, I
Yeah,
don't.
my helmet. This is the Mark II version. The Mark III is well, I'm sorry, the Mark III. This is the newer one. The original one is at the top. This isn't the Mark II, but no, this is the newer version of it. It's sturdier and stronger, and I could yeet this and not care about it. Whereas the other one was getting a bit weaker in its structure and stuff, so I kind of wanted to keep an eye on it. So I've got it above me actually. I might as well just grab it for you while I'm here. And as many of you know, I'll be planning on updating the Iron Warrior soon with a different version. So he's going to have all this cool gizmos and gadgets and stuff
Oh
on it.
yeah, I love that one.
This one's going to
Yeah,
be.
I
This
can
one's
see what you mean about the fragile bits. Yeah. bits
But
will fly off there.
because this is all new. This is all new. There's a GoPro that's going to be going in here, so people can get a look of when I'm walking around. They'll be able to see on through this, and I'm hoping maybe, depending on how I set it up, I'll be able to stream from this. So I'll be able to sort of pick it up and be like, "Hi everyone!" Look at my stream, be like, "Yeah, it's streaming," and then put it on, and then get in the suit, and then go for a wander. And I think that'd be really, really fun. I think that'd be really, really fun.
I think we all know that you should do that.
It's really, really awesome. Like, especially with the fact that I can stream now with like my phone and stuff because I have unlimited data, which is awesome. I just need to make sure I have signal. That's the main thing. But absolutely. So
make a helmet.
Make a helmet.
Yeah, stop making me one to make a helmet. They say. Just make a helmet.
Oh, somebody want to? No, Diabolical, make a helmet. Sorry, I haven't checked the chat. Sorry, Diabolical, make a helmet. You should totally make a helmet on stream. Make a helmet. Yeah. Do you know what? Right, if you want, I will send you this pattern. And I have many people asking me for the revised pattern of this because I made a revised pattern for it. I will send you this, and you can make one, and then you too can have an Iron Warrior helmet. Don't get me wrong. There was one point where I wanted to add spikes to this all the way around, and instead of rivets, I was going to add spikes, but I thought it would look a bit mad with spikes. So instead, I'm adding spikes to the Iron Warrior instead. Nocturne's Forge, stop stealing my ideas. Stop stealing my ideas. God, Dovrig. I'm literally not sure what he means. Oh, with the GoPro. Is it with the GoPro? I'm not sure because like stream needs to catch up, so I'm not sure. Or I need to catch up with stream. I'm not sure. But how many events have you done in total?
Not that many, to be honest. I mean, I love them, but they are hard to get out to. I mean, I've done probably about 3 or 4 cons. 2 Warhammer Fests and a Warhammer World.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah. I did a special Warhammer World for some friends of ours. His son went there for a treat, and a few of us all decided to go there and dress up and surprise him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sitting there having his burger and chips in Bugman's bar, and suddenly several guardsmen and a space marine walked in on him.
That's so badass. That is so cool.
Absolutely, yeah. It was so good, but yeah, amazing venue. Not so good with stairs there.
With just 2 easy payments, you too can get the files needed to have your very own Iron Warrior helmet. Some assembly required. Nate, wait, hold on. Iron Warrior Cosplay, Weetobuilds. Haha, y'all the best. Now I have to go down the helmet rabbit hole.
It is a rabbit hole. The only problem with building a helmet is then you want to build a space marine to go with it.
Yes, and you have a new apartment now, Diabolical. Diabolical has a new apartment now. He could totally build. You could totally build that. But both mods triggered. Nate and I thought you were a bot there for a second. Wait, who thought what was a bot? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Madness. What is happening? Raises Sonic Blaster. Oh, good God. With your Space Marine, comfort-wise, how comfortable are you talking, or is it in some places a bit?
I need to sort it out a bit. I mean, you say the problem is with your legs. You know, you're having tired legs at the end of the day. But my legs are absolutely fine in the stilts. I can walk on those all day long. I don't know if it's my cycling thighs, but they're not an issue. But it's that or the sheer amount of pain from my shoulders is disguising the pain from my legs.
Well, I mean, I tell you what, the time I had pain in my legs was mainly for because I had these huge stupid wooden blocks in my platforms. Do you remember? I did it all out of wood.
Yeah. Yes.
That was so stupid of me. So I've taken those out now, and they are much, much better. Because they are now solid 6-inch blocks of foam stacked. So I'm now with the modification I've just done recently, I am now pretty much 7 feet tall, which makes me a very happy boy.
Nice.
Because obviously you see that video of you, me, and David, and I am a full 5 or 6 inches shorter than both of you. It's not crazy noticeable,
Yeah.
but obviously with David with his horns as well and yourself on stilts, it is semi-noticeable in terms of like where the knee locations and stuff are and where everything is located and stuff. So I've just made myself a touch taller so it sort of matches a bit better so it doesn't look
Oh,
so
lovely.
out of place. But
I
you know,
mean,
oh
I
right. There was all caps and you guys triggered. Oh, okay.
because I haven't seen your cosplay since, well, not since Warhammer Fest. That was 2016? Was that 2019 Warhammer Fest?
2019, yeah. Not much has changed. I am doing a small upgrade to him, which I'm going to be surprising everybody with at some point. So it's going to be really, really fun. I'm going to be painting him, adding an additional paint job to him. But I am going to be raising his platforms again soon. At some point when I get enough money, I'm going to be ripping out the platforms that are in him now and putting the aluminium ones in them that I've also got for the Grey Knight. Because they're so much better. They're just so much better and so much stronger.
Okay.
A set of aluminium platforms would be amazing. They're also super lightweight and absolutely fantastic.
Because I like my stilts, but they are a pain in the ass to put on. Having to get you step into them and then have to get somebody else to strap your feet in and strap your calves around and then attach the leg bits together, and that's why it takes 20 minutes.
I mean, with mine, the shins and knees are just floating, so they just go onto the foot, and then the tube goes in, and that's it. I don't connect the thigh. The thighs are connected to the trousers, but they're not connected in terms of like from the thigh to the shin. They're not connected at all.
I think that's probably why mine aches on the shoulders so much, because I'm inside of mine. It's a aluminium frame going over the top there, and then because there's so much weight from the backpack, it immediately pulls everything up the top there. So I had to get another aluminium frame, which pushes great big bit in the bottom of my back. Which makes it
Oh,
look
is
great.
that how you got around yours? I've got a webbing tab on mine, and it has a bungee cord that runs to the front that clips in and pulls it forward. That's how I've done mine. But it also rotates because it runs through the webbing, so you can rotate with it.
I see. Now I've got like a lumbar support, which is all part of the aluminium frame, and it pushes the bottom bit out again, so it all looks nice and straight. But it does mean that everything hangs off my shoulders, so that all upper torso, the backpack, the shoulders, all the way down to the legs are all attached basically to my shoulders, and that's why I can last 3 hours in it.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. It is. You think about it. People are like, "Oh, it's foam. It's not that bad." It's like, no. It's after a while. It's like this tape measure. This tape measure is incredibly light, but if I held it at arm's length for 3 hours, it's gonna feel like it weighs as much as an anvil. It's just, it's
best part of 30 kilos of frame and aluminium.
Wow, that's madness. I'm not gonna lie to you. My calf muscles are, well, let's just say they're a solid iron now, thanks to walking around in my space marine for so long. It's like the one part of my body I'm just like, hell yeah, check out my calves. Like, it's fucking insane. It is madness. If I had to ask you then, is Warhammer something that has like impacted your life in a big way?
Oh yes, I mean, from when I first saw it back in late 80s, and then I never really got to play then. But then around about 1990, there's TV adverts in kids TV, and Space Crusade came out, the board game. Do you remember Space Crusade? Or
I've heard of Space. I've heard of it. Never played it.
Yeah, it's like a slightly simplified board game version. You don't do any measuring; it's all to the squares, but it's all to do with rolling dice. It's a cut down version. It's like a cross project between Games Workshop and MB Games, and I wanted that so much. 1990, I'd been 13, 14 then, and it was the best. And I finally picked one up a couple of years ago on eBay. Played it.
Nice.
I was a kid again. I loved it. But yeah, that's what got me into it. And around about 92, I got into Epic. What we now call sort of Adeptus Titanicus.
Where, Epic. Yeah.
Titans that size, but as well as Titans that size, then Marines that size, and rhinos and wolf things that size. And so yeah, I did that for my sixth form, and then I went off to university and kind of forgot about it for 25 years.
Do you have an army at all now? Do you have a painted army at all now?
I've got like 8,000 points worth of Blood Angels at least these days.
Nice. What's the biggest model you've got?
I've got a Forge Worlds Fire Raptor assault gunship, which is about that big.
Yes, nice.
I've got a couple of Forge World Leviathan Dreadnoughts, Chunky Boys.
Chunky Boys!
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love them. I still paint them. I mean, I kind of lost my mojo a bit because it's like I lost my mojo a bit with the cosplay over lockdown because there were no events to look forward to. And the same reason, because I couldn't play any games anymore because of lockdown, I didn't do much painting. But every so often I found a nice model and I've like spent a few weeks on just one model. And I mean, I'm not a bad painter, but I'm not an amazing painter. But I enjoy the finished product. I think it is.
Yeah, no, it's sort of me now personally. I'm not very great at painting. If I'm honest, if I had to rate my painting, it'd be like a 2 out of 10. It's not great. Like 3 out of 10. It's not. It's very low. It's very down the bottom there. It's sort of like a basic paint job, and that's it. There's not a crazy amount of detail in it. But I've seen some stuff online that's just mind-blowingly insane. But that's why I prefer to paint the 1-to-1 scale versions of everything.
Yeah.
The 1-to-1 scales is much nicer. Doing hazard stripes 1-to-1 scale, much easier. Much easier. Doing hazard stripes that are 1-to-1 scale, way easier. Way easier.
That's what I reckon your new paint job is. It's just going to be all hazard stripes. It'll be like
honestly, hazard stripes. I love hazard stripes. Genuinely, they're a lot of fun to paint as well. Even though mainly they're sprayed on. I do spray mostly, but it's still.
Well, yeah, it's like that. It's going to be that dazzle camouflage you got in the Second World War, isn't it? With all some strange angles and straight lines. Your entire marine's going to be that, but in black and yellow.
Black and yellow, just the whole thing. Oh,
yes. The Hazard Warrior.
The Hazard Warrior. You can instantly spot him in battle. There he is, Hazard Stripe Boy. Where did you?
That's how far away he is.
Where did you get your cosplay name from? Weetobuilds. Is there a particular?
I've had the username Weetobuilds for let's see, looking at 22 years, 20 years. Years 2000, and my mates convinced me to play a game called EverQuest.
EverQuest?
It is pretty much the original online MMORPG.
The original?
It's one that, wow, it's not, maybe not the original, yeah, that's looking at sort of Ultimate Online or one of the text-based ones, but it's one of the first decent 3D ones with, thousands of people played, and it's like the precursor to World of Warcraft. The World of Warcraft borrowed a lot of ideas from EverQuest, and I made a monk on there, and I was trying to think of a name, and I just thought I'll call him Weetobuilds. Oh, kind of Weetobuilds with an A because that's a taken name. Oh, Weetobuilds, that'll do.
Weetobuilds. So you're Weetobuilds.
Yeah. So for 5 years, I had a monk on there called Weetobuilds Cookie Mix. I put 150 real life days into that character over the course of 5 years.
Bruh.
And I don't regret an instant of it. I had so much fun. I made loads of real life friends, several of which went on and then got married because they met in game. And
oh my god! Met in game and then got married. Holy crap.
I've been Weetobuilds for 21 years now.
That's awesome. I love that you've continued that on to your cosplay world as well, like with Weetobuilds. I love that.
That's great. Side project there of the original Weetobuilds.
That's so good. When it comes to you going to events and stuff like that, do you prefer cosplaying solo in your Space Marine, obviously with your spotter, or do you prefer like cosplaying in a group?
Oh, a group every time. I mean, it's every time we get to go, we have so much fun. It's the camaraderie is there. We go like Warhammer Fest. It feels so well. We all get ready in the same place. We all go out in a big line.
Yeah, going out together, like everyone was waiting for everyone. Everyone's like, "Is everyone ready?" We had to make sure that everyone was ready, and I love that. Like we made sure that the whole group was ready before heading out. And that video, the footage of all of us walking out, that blows my mind.
The effect is multiplied. You can see the people seeing us way down the line, and it's wonderful. And then And then we get to go out in the evenings and generally have fun without being
Oh, that
accosted.
was a lot of fun too. Also, do you remember the mock battle we had in the middle of the queue? That
Of
mock,
course.
yeah, that mock
Yeah.
battle was great. That's so funny.
I'm not a laugher. I couldn't do laugh. I don't know.
Oh,
Many, many
I
people
don't think I
can.
could do LARP in my Iron Warrior. It's too. Personally, it's too like I wouldn't want it to get too damaged, even though it's already like incredibly damaged. But you know what I mean. I wouldn't want it to get actually fucked up to the point where I had to rebuild big parts of it. I'd be like, fuck that. No, I put too much time into this. Hey, the Warhammer Fest video once again, absolutely awesome.
There
I
it
love
is.
that. But I do have one last question for you. Weetobuilds,
Mhm.
Weetobix. Where can we find you online, my friend? Where can we find you on the world wide webs, on the
My
interwebs?
two main places are my Facebook page, which contains what I've been doing for longer and contains all my build photos. So if you want to know how to build a Space Marine, well, go to Henrik Pillerid's site, but then also come back and have a look at my photos as well. So that's all there from the start. And also at Weetobuilds on Instagram.
On
That's
the
much more
Instagrams.
much more up to date, and also includes some of my my lockdown actual miniature painting as well.
Nice.
When I couldn't
Nice.
make anything.
Well,
Big,
genuinely, can I say a massive thank you for coming on? Like, I really, really appreciate it. I've been really looking forward to this. Like, we've been messaging back and forth, and I've been like, hey, would you like to be on stream? And you're like, absolutely. And I'm like, hell yeah.
it's been my absolute pleasure. I'm
I
so nice to chat
genuinely.
again. I mean, I know I so rarely get a chance to chat to you face to face, and especially in real face to face. It's been far too long, and I miss you guys.
It has been a while. It has been a
Yeah,
while. It has been a while. Thank you so much, Ranger Krieg, for my links there. Really, really appreciate it. Also, a link to the
thank you, Harry.
Discord as well if you guys want to jump on
Wonderful.
the Discord. If you do join the Discord, be
I
sure
took the sword
underneath
again.
new joins, you will see the Warhammer faction selector. Make sure you pick a faction, and I will add you to that faction. Oh, that power sword. It's so cool. It's so cool. So, that's what the VODs be for, my dude. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, look at this. Look at this.
There we are. This is what I'm going to be wandering around holding next time we see each other.
All the glowingness.
Oh, the glowiness.
All the glowiness. I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Oh no, has McKay Cosplay just joined? Damn, McKay's jumping. McKay Cosplay has just jumped on, who was on stream here before, and he's just joined just as we're wrapping up here as well. Right. Okay, so I have someone in mind to raid. I already have someone in mind to raid tonight. Also, for my moderators, this is for you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, please check out my amazing moderator links there for the wonderful Nate the Chill Valhallen and Ranger of Krieg, who dedicate their Tuesdays and Thursday nights to helping me out on stream, and I could not do it without them. They also moderate the Discord. They are absolute legends. Genuinely love them both to bits. Cannot wait to see them again in person. Really, really hope that we can all get together and do some cosplaying and some drinking and some eating and all the good stuff. I really, really hope that we can do that very, very soon. In terms of a raid, we do have a raid. We're going to be raiding Lady Venom. I haven't raided Lady Venom in a while. She has not been online when I've been online. She's currently streaming. So what we're going to do is we're going to go raid her. So please stay in chat. There are 20 of us currently in chat. Make sure you stay in chat. And Iron Within and all the power shovels. If you haven't got a subscription to the channel, if you haven't got a sub, just throw in an Iron Within in all capitals. If you have got a sub, throw up your power shovels. Show her who's boss. This is absolutely awesome. Thank you once again, Weetobuilds. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. And we shall see you all very much again soon. Thank you again. Genuinely, you've been an absolute legend. Thank you, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.